What's up, Broncos country? How we doing tonight? Everything good. Hope everything good. Look, I'm back with some more news. We getting close to draft time. You feel me? It's almost draft day. April 25th will be draft day. And I know everybody wondering what the Broncos is going to do with the 12th overall pick in the draft. Look, I'm here to bring out, look, excuse me. Oh, English will make you better. That's my beer choice, so pull up my burger. But I'm the bearer of good news. If y'all wanna if y'all wanna consider it, you know, good news. Like the Broncos was the Denver Broncos was deep at Drake Maye's pro day, right? The Broncos was well represented at the North Carolina Pro Day to watch quarterback Drake Maye. Right. Know what I mean? So, look, North Carolina quarterback Drake Maye, who is expected to be a top three pick in next month's NFL draft, had his pro day today the at his pro day today, and the Denver Broncos was well represented at the event. You know what I mean? So they was there. They was there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. But look, a lot of people are wondering what the Broncos are gonna do at quarterback. They ain't saying nothing. They really not saying nothing. And then look, when all these quarterbacks are going off the board in free agency, like woo, Justin Fields, they ain't pay no attention to Justin Fields, right? They ain't pay no attention to Justin Fields. But Sam Darnold, they showed a little interest in Sam Darnold, but they didn't offer him that because the Minnesota the Vikings overpaid for him. You know what I mean? And they was also interested in Zach Wilson, but they didn't budge on Zach Wilson either. His price tag was too high. What the Jets wanted for him, so they ain't budge. They ain't budge on him either. Now we gonna get into Mac Jones. They didn't show interest in Mac Jones until he got to Jacksonville, and his price was too high in Jacksonville. Why? Because they just signed him. No, I think they had to trade for Mac Jones, so Jacksonville traded for Mac Jones. So his price tag was also too high for the Broncos. And then last but not least, they show interest into none other UNC quarterback Sam Howell. Look, they was in talks. They was in it till the last minute. The Denver Broncos was in it till the last minute on Sam Howell. But then they backed out at the last minute. They backed out at the last minute because the price tag was too high for Sam Howell. If the price tag was just right for Sam Howell would be in orange and blue right now. So right now that's just the story. that the Broncos are writing right now. That's the story. And then at the owners meeting, Champagne said, you know, yeah, we gonna add some more competition to the room. You know why? Because they don't believe in Steady. They don't believe in Jazz Stidham, who Champagne calls Steady. They don't believe in him. He's been in the league over 5 years and just been a pure backup. Jazz Stidham was the one that they drafted after Tom Brady was starting, and he was supposed to take the reins in New England. Never took the reins, right? Never took the reins. And Jared Stillman is really nothing but a career backup if you want him to back up your best quarterback. If that. And so, but the Broncos will be adding another quarterback, whether at home or in free agency. And right now, the only quarterback worth signing, well, there's two. You got Carson Wentz, Carson Wentz still out there, and Ryan Tannehill. Look, they might make a move and sign one of them too, because the longer you be on the market, the cheaper price you're gonna be until you can prove better. But that's just the way the shit. That's the way the shit going down right now. It's like the Broncos are caught in between a hog and a rough. I forgot how they say that shit. Like a hog in a rough place or a wall, some shit like that. But you know what I mean. But they gonna drive a quarterback, and then like I want to see the quarterback that they bring in to give competition to Jazz Stidham because that's what they said. You know what I mean? And, all right, now, all right, Drake Maye is 6'4", 223-pound quarterback prospect out of North Carolina, who is viewed as one of the top players and quarterbacks in the 2024 NFL Draft. Most projections have May gone within the first three picks of the draft, and even as high as second overall to the Washington Commanders. The Info Network lead draft analyst Daniel Jeremiah has May ranked as his fifth overall prospect in the 2024 NFL Draft and his second best quarterback in the draft. See, has him ranked as his fifth overall prospect and his second best quarterback in the draft. So if Drake May is his second best quarterback in the draft, his first is Khalid Williams. His first is Khalid Williams. And now it says May has prototypical size, athleticism, arm strength. He has quick feet and quick hands, but his delivery can get long at times. He's a gifted thrower who drives the ball without much foot space in the pocket, including with defenders hanging on him. He can take pace off the ball on swings and shallow crosses. He has a nice touch on bucket throws. Down the field, he is athletic to escape and create with his legs, and he's tough to tackle in space. He is ultra competitive as a runner. Something he'll need to dial back a bit at the next level. His pass protection wasn't good last season at North Carolina, and there wasn't always answers in the route to bail him out, which led to some poor decisions, and carelessness with the ball. Overall, May has some things to clean up, but he has every ingredient to be a top tier starter at the game's most important position. Right, Drake May can be a starter in this league. He really can. Drake May can really be a starter in this league. Drake May might need to sit for a minute and watch the starting quarterback work and learn. It ain't nothing wrong with sitting for a minute. That's what Patrick Mahomes did when Kansas City had Alex Smith. Patrick Mahomes sat for a little bit, right? It helps. It helps you learn and see the speed of the game instead of just getting thrown into the speed of the game. So, look, I'm not mad at if we draft Drake May and Drake May has a sit. If we got a bona fide star that could run a Sean Payton offense, and then Drake May come in like the later ends of the season, the latter ends of the season, and get his feet wet and come in the next season in 2025 as a full blown starter. No, I'm not mad at that at all. To me, a rookie needs to sit for a little minute. That's what Patrick Mahomes did. He sat behind Alex Smith. I mean, he probably could have just beat Alex Smith outright in camp, but Andy Reid did the smart thing. Let Alex Smith start, Patrick Mahomes sit for a minute. I ain't mad at none of that. I ain't mad at none of that. But with the Bronco contingent there, with you know what I mean, with them all there, showing up and showing out, it makes you think, right? Who is their quarterback target? Is it really Drake? Is it really J.D. McCarthy, or is it really Drake May? Or are they really just doing their due diligence on all these quarterbacks? You know what I mean? Whatever they doing, I'm not mad at them. Why would you be mad if they doing their homework? You gotta do your homework to see who is the better of the lesser evils, right? You gotta do that. See, like who is the lesser evil? Who is the two of the better lesser evils? Who who could run a Sean Payton offense? I mean, you gotta do that. Um, I mean, cause in this draft, it's a quarterback heavy draft. This is actually really a quarterback heavy draft. And word on the street is next year's draft is not going to be as good as this year's draft. That's just word on the street, and I think that's what they say every draft, right? But this is the draft that the Denver Broncos need to get their quarterback. Sean Payton, 60 years old. He's not going to be around a lot longer. He might hang around for a little while. He might hang around past his 5-year contract. Maybe about four, 4 or 5 more years past his contract. But they just need they just need to go out and get their franchise quarterback because they don't need to be doing. They don't need to be looking for a franchise quarterback when Sean Payton is no longer the head coach. They just need to go out and get their franchise quarterback. You get your quarterback, then you could build around him. You can start building around him. You already got the foundation around him already with the players that you already bought in house through free agency or players that you already had there. But then you can start solidifying that in the next year's draft and beyond. Just go get your quarterback. Really, just go get your quarterback. And then let me see what else I wanted to talk about on here. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, it said the Broncos currently sit at 12th overall and are well out of range to select Maye, and it would require a Maye trade up to them to get him. Now, see, this is where I got stopped. Really? I don't think it would require a major trade up to get Drake Maye. Because just like every year in the draft, it's a quarterback that's going to fall. Every year in the draft, it's a quarterback that's going to fall. Whether he know it, like it or not, it's a quarterback that's going to fall. And in this draft, I got Drake Maye falling. Why? Because of this past year he had. Because of the year he had. Look, I might be wrong. It may be J.D. Daniels' fault. The Broncos had J.D. Daniels pro day too. They had all these quarterback pro days. And they also had a private workout with J.J. McCarthy. You know what they did at that private workout with J.J. McCarthy? They made J.J. McCarthy throw for 4 or 5 hours. That's what they did. Just see if he could throw the ball. Why? Because J.J. McCarthy never had to throw the ball in Jim Harbaugh offense that much. So, you know what I mean? That's just what they did. And they're going to do their homework on all these quarterbacks. They're going to do their homework on all these quarterbacks. And believe me, they're going to find the right one. And like I was saying before, earlier in this podcast, earlier in the show, if Sean Payton sees the quarterback he wants, he's not going to do a Patrick Mahomes no more. He's going to go get him. Right. He's not going to do a Patrick Mahomes no more. He's going to go get his guy. That way he can succeed and win like he used to do. And that's just all I gotta say. He's gonna go get his guy. My salute.